All right, loudest kids ever. Today I am at Westchester Skate Park. It's a good park to do what I'm about to do because it has all the basics. It has a decent flat bar, it has a decent ledge, it has a decent manual pad, it has decent little baby sets of stairs and stuff to play on, stuff that I can slappy. And today I'm going to be talking about all the newest tricks that have come out in the past couple of years. Tricks that some of them they caught on and they became like a hot trick. Some of them they didn't. Sometimes because they just look stupid or because no one else could really do it. So one person would figure out the concept and no one else could really step to it. So I'm going to do as many of these tricks that I can think of at the skate park. And then I'm going to also show you a bunch that other people have done. Because I think a lot of people are under the influence that everything has already been done. All the skateboard tricks have already been invented. And I don't think that's the case. I think there's still plenty of tricks to be invented. And obviously tons of variations, slight variations haven't been done. So some of these tricks that you're going to see are sort of concepts, and some of these tricks are just like legitimately, hey, here's a new trick that people do. So yeah, I'll start off with, I'll start off with some flat bar stuff. The first one we're going to do, it's a trick that I first saw, I want to say, not that long ago. Ryan Reyes was the first person who I saw do this trick intentionally. I think a lot of people might have accidentally done this because they under-ollied or something like that and just got really lucky, but it's called a railie, and it's when you wall your rail. And the concept is very simple. You try to hit the middle of your board at the very least on the rail and bounce over it. If you just hit your back wheels, it doesn't really count as a railie. That's more like you accidentally clip the rail. But ideally, you want to hit your front wheels, your board, and then your back wheels. Hit as much on the rail as you possibly can. What sort of sucks about this rail is it's kind of hard to get to, so you get a swerving kind of weird. But I'll do a couple railies and talk a little bit more about railies. I don't know.
You also have a railie tutorial up if anyone wants to watch it.
It's on Keen Ramp's YouTube channel. That's right. Yeah, if you want to learn how to do this trick, go to Keen Ramp's YouTube channel. It's just Keen Ramps. And yeah, I show you how to do this trick. I'm bouncing really high, but the swerving and this ground being slippery makes it really hard to like do any variations. Yeah, basically you just kind of mob your ollie and aim for the center of your board. I'm gonna actually do one on this to show you that you can sort of do it on slightly different obstacles. Like if you have something, let's say that's a ledge and the face of it sticks out, you can still railing up onto it or into it. In the case of this thing.
I wonder what he's gonna do it on. Oh, right here?
Yeah. Like this, where it's slanted. You have to aim for the part that sticks out the furthest. So in the case of this, you aim for the bottom corner, because if you aim up here, 100% guaranteed you're gonna hang up. It's definitely one of those tricks that when I first saw it, I was like, how does that even work? What are the physics behind it? But when you actually watch it frame by frame, your back foot kind of comes off and the board bounces back to your foot, and then since it's mob, your feet are laying against it and it'll pull it over. So basically, the physics is this back, and then your feet are catching it, and then you toss it over. Hopefully, I'll do it first try on this thing. Usually, I struggle doing it on this thing because it's like fat and awkward. And when you roll up to it, it's really hard to figure out exactly what part of the thing you're gonna aim for. Like, even though I said it's definitely the bottom, still rolling up, it's like counterintuitive. So we'll see. I definitely don't want to do that again. That just hurts and it's uncomfortable. But yeah, that's more or less everything you need to know about that trick. Ryan Ray it's been done on handrails. I've even done it on some like handicap rails off some drops. I've filmed it at a couple spots where you can take impact. You can also do like variations. Let's see if actually I'll go try a 180 one real quick. Let's go back over there. I'll try a really 180. Oh, it's not bad. Let's try a really grab. I mean, that wasn't it. But I don't feel like trying anymore. So another newer trick came out a couple years ago. Not a lot of people were doing it though. There was mainly one person who was doing it, and that was Matt Bennett. Basically, it's a back 180 switchback Smith. I recently learned them. I've been doing them a bunch, but it's definitely worth mentioning. It's a newer trick, and it wasn't until like really the past like fairly recently that other skaters really started doing it. I think the first time I saw Matt Bennett do it, I saw Darrell Stanton do one sometime shortly after. And then no one else really messed with it for years. But now there's variations of it. People are doing Bennett grinds and big swing Bennett grinds and Bennett grind switchback 360s out. Frankie Villani did that one. So I'll try to do Bennett grind on the flat bar, and then I'll do a Bennett grind on the ledge. find another thing, another concept that a lot of people have been playing with, and that is new grind grabs. People have been doing like grinds and then grabbing their board in kind of funky ways.
People or you?
People.
Really?
In fact, the one I'm about to do.
I've never seen anyone else.
Oh my God. Clearly someone hasn't seen the Pigwood video.
Okay,
it was like a hot thing for a second, and then still I see some people dabbling around, and it's like a newer thing. People have been doing grind grabs forever, right? Like Frankie Hill did board slide tail grab, shove it out in Propaganda, which is like, I think 1988.
Yeah, this doesn't seem like a new thing.
It's not, but the newer variations of it, where people back then were just doing board slides and 50-50 variations. Now people are doing like really intricate ones.
Bennett grind, crail grab.
That's what I want to try, is Bennett grind crail grab.
Are you?
Yeah. That's it. How did you just guess that? It kind of makes sense though. Yeah. Like if you're there, I feel like I can reach down. We'll see.
We'll see. For sure.
If it takes more than like 15 tries, I'm gonna stop. Whoa, that is kind of crazy. I think I can get down there.
Almost.
I can get down there. Whoa, fuck. I want to learn it. I got what, 6 more tries?
Almost.
Why would you do that?
I think that guy was the helmet.
I can't stand that.
Last time I was here, I was trying to switch tail slide on like the normal ledge, and he can't 50-50, and he was trying to tell me how to switch front tail on a ledge.
Yeah, that guy's great.
I love people like that.
Oh, I'm gonna get dead. Okay,
No,
come
come
on.
on.
Oh my God, just grab it, you idiot. All right, right here. I mean, I grabbed it.
Yeah, he grabbed it.
Well, it's just bring us to the next hot trick right now, and that's slabby tricks have been around forever, but people always did them on curbs. Recently, a lot of people have been fucking around with them on ledges, taller stuff, things that don't actually meet the ground like this, where it seems like, you know, there's no face to slappy, but someone figured out that you can aim for the surface that sticks out at the top and bash up that. So we'll go do slappy crook on this way. We'll come back and do switch slappy crook and see where it goes from there. Try that again.
Frame paw. Sorry.
Then I guess there's slabby 50-50s. I'll try to do a couple of those. I don't know if I want to wall ride into the slabby 50-50 or do like the proper slabby way. So there's 2 ways to do them. The one way is kind of like front truck one. The other way is kind of like back truck one.
Which way's proper?
I don't know if any of them are necessarily proper.
Like,
I think
what's
it's
better
preference.
than one?
Whatever way I end up
Which
doing.
one's better, huh? Because someone doesn't think my slappy 50-50 grinds are legit.
No, I think the slabby 50-50 that you did on that ledge when we were filming the crux guys, where the ledge was, you were literally lifting your front truck onto it and then going like this.
Okay, how were you supposed to get onto a ledge that small without doing that for a slappy 50?
I don't think you can. I'm not even gonna bother going all the way over that bank. What I am gonna do is evidently wait a second, because he's gonna jump on this side.
This skate park has really turned into a playground throughout the day.
Really fast. I mean,
That was so 2 seconds ago.
I don't know if that counts. Does it count?
Why would that not count?
Because I did it bad. Let's do slappy 50, where you wall ride into it instead of slappy. It's almost like a different trick. I never do it that way anymore. Do slappy back when it is, right?
Dan's so hip and cool. He's talking about all the cool new skating trends and tricks that everybody's doing, and he's literally doing all of them. So is he just like trying to
Basically what I'm
uplift
doing is
your.
this.
Are you
I'm just
trying
going
to
like
like?
this.
Yeah.
No, I'm doing the. You didn't watch the intro of the video. I'm doing all the
Oh.
ones that I do,
Okay.
and then later I'll show the ones that I can't do or I don't do.
Okay. Yeah.
So.
You're not just like, oh, this trick is so fucking sick. It's all my trick selection.
No,
Tricks.
they're all tricks that are new. They're newer tricks.
Okay.
People aren't doing these.
Okay.
People aren't doing these.
All right. People aren't doing them.
Let's do Slappy Feeble back truck first.
Okay.
I am really surprised I landed that. Let's do the big spin version. I mean, mostly because it was second try and I don't feel like doing it again. But also, Slappy Quick 270. I said nose, right?
Yeah.
What about... Let's do double dip. Let's do Slappy Bend Grind. Okay, Slappy back 180 nose grind. Tail grab, triple dipping right now. Yeah. Which brings us to our next things that I can't do, but I'm gonna try one. So people do this like, they'll do like a 180 trick, and then they'll body rail back. Or they'll do like a front side flip, and then they'll body rail back and turn it to just a hard flip. You know what I'm talking about? So here's the only version that I think I can do. And that's, I'm gonna try to do a half cab, but it's just gonna be a figgy shove it. I'm definitely gonna play clips of other people doing this stuff properly in a second. So you would go. That look right at all?
No, it
That
looks
just look like a figgy
fake
shove?
it.
Okay, well, you better film it in a way that make it look like I'm actually doing it.
Literally a fake shove.
Right here, ready?
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know how people do it. So basically what you're doing is you're changing what the trick is based on your body rail. So if I did a front side flip,
Yeah.
and then I body railed back before I hit the ground, I would land regular and the board would have done the front side flip, which makes the board doing a hard flip, and I just went with it for no reason and came back. Like there's people who do, which you'll see in a second, they do like big flips, but then body rail back and then it's just a 360 flip. Here, I'll try one. I'll show you what I mean. I know I'm not gonna come anywhere near it, but it'll be like, I don't even understand, like, you have to like really play around with it, and it's so insanely counterintuitive because like the late body rail thing is really just like landing with one foot for a millisecond and then switching. Like if you really break it down, it's like, but to do like a 180 trick and then the same concept, it's really confusing. It'll be like almost like a late shove. Whenever you see these clips on Instagram, 100% of the time they're always ramp slow mode. So the body rail part is extra exaggerated, like where they do the normal trick and then when they body rail back, it turns into normal motion, so it looks even more confusing. I think if you watched it in full motion for the most part, a lot of these tricks would just look like they had no idea what they were doing. And yeah, those tricks are just not for me. I don't have the patience to figure them out. A lot of like the late flip stuff, not a fan of. But that stuff right there is stuff that just popped up in the past couple, geez. I mean, it kind of like ran its course. It was like a trend like earlier this year or last year. Everyone did every variation. And by that, I mean, there's like 2 skaters who did every variation. And then everyone was off it.
I hope you included my no comply in your compilation.
No, I didn't. It's not in there. I didn't make it yet, but I know it's not there. And the last thing that I am going to have in this video, because I, honestly was like really dreading trying it at the skate park, and then I forgot to get around to it. I was honestly just going to do it on the curb, the little bottoms there. I've done a couple variations of these, and boy, oh boy, am I not a fan. They are scary. And that is the alley-oop. That backlighting is terrible. The alley-oop 180s into grinds. The only variations of these that I have done on an actual ledge, not on a curb, is alley-oop front 180. And what alley-oop means is you are spinning in the opposite direction that you are turning. So if you're rolling at a ledge and the ledge is on your toe side, you spin towards your heels and land on the ledge. So you spin away from the direction that you're turning. So it'd be a alley-oop frontside 180 to switch backside 50-50 on a ledge. Super awkward. But I've done that one on a ledge, and I've done an alley-oop frontside 180 to switch back crook. And then I've done it was a ledge, but it was like a pretty low ledge. I've done an alley-oop back 180 to switch 50-50. And I have only done that one once, and it was really, really, really scary. But people nowadays are doing these tricks into round bar handrails. They're doing alley-oop 180 into 50-50s. I've seen the alley-oop 180. Oh, actually, you know what? I've done the alley-oop 180 to feeble on a bump to rail at a skate park. That's the only other one that I've done. But people do alley-oop 180, over-rotate it past 180 to like 210 to dip a switchback Smith, which is like the most like gung-ho thing I've ever heard. What's funny about that though is, so that's like a kind of a trick that people think just happened for the first time. I think it was like this Brazilian guy who just like did it on a handrail or something like that. But I remember I skated Dew Tour a really long time ago in like 2009 or something like that. And there was a different Brazilian guy, and I'd never heard of him, but he was doing alley-oop front 180 to switchback Smiths on the handrails at the skate park, which Dew Tour back then had like beefy handrails. They were legitimately like handrail high, really long, really exaggerated, really terrifying. And he would do it down the handrails, and he would do it down the hubbas. And during one of the best trick contests, there was like a gap to hubba down like a 4 block. It was the equivalent of like a 12-stair hubba, and he did alley-oop front 180, switchback crook. But I've also been seeing the alley-oop 180, back crook 180. My friend Justin Damer did alley-oop front 180, switchback nose grind, and like balanced it without dragging his tail. You're seeing Chris Cole pretty famously did the alley-oop frontside 270 to frontside board slide. Some other kid did it to Hurricane. I mean, the alley-oop stuff, we are really just starting to uncover how deep that goes. I would love to see someone do an alley-oop back 180 to, instead of locking and pinching switch front crook on a ledge, do it on a round bar and pinch switch front nose grind or over crook if you want to get in a fight with 95% of people on the internet. So you would go right at the rail backside and back 180 and land in a switch front nose grind, or I don't even know what else you would even want to call that, but you're pinching in the direction of a switch front nose grind. That would be awesome. There's definitely a lot more to be done. That one kid, Yuto, he's doing all the nollie alley-oop to front nose slides and nollie 270 nose blunts that are all alley-oop. Alley-oop is, for the most part, been a kind of a rollerblade and snowboard thing that people have been playing with. And, like, don't get me wrong, Mark Gonzalez did alley-oop 180 50-50s in Video Days, which is a video that came out in 1990. But that's on a curb, and he was doing the sheer basics. People are doing crazy alley-oops, alley-oop 360s, alley-oop 270s, into not 50-50s, into not nose slides, but, like, into pinchy, crooky, smithy, feebly, every variation. If there's a grind that can be done, people are alley-oop 180 into it, and it is insane to watch. I should probably show you some examples, but you should probably know what I'm talking about. If you don't, do yourself a favor and go watch Louis Lopez part. Go watch, Mason Silva is a good one. He does a bunch of alley-oop 180 grinds. Or go watch a YouTube part, Yuto part, but also a YouTube part, preferably my part on my channel. Go watch that also. Freudian slip for you there. But yeah, that concept is insane and exciting to see. But part 2 of this video, where I try a bunch of other ones that I can't do, some newer tricks, is already edited. I know that it's, in my opinion, better than this one. The skating's definitely better, and it has kind of cooler tricks. So that will be coming out later today. So if you're watching this and it's not out yet, it's about to come out. Or you're watching this and it has already come out because it came out on the same day that this video came out. Go watch that. It's a better video than this one. Sorry if you feel like you had to sit through this one and you didn't get any good action. Next video is better. Yeah.